Meanwhile, President Benigno Aquino III continues to register high marks in his fight against graft and corruption. The latest survey of SWS for 800 company executives from the business sector shows 71% of them perceive less corruption in the public sector compared to the Arroyo administration. Of all institutions in government, the Office of the President was rated the most sincere in the campaign against corruption this year. From negative 37% in 2009, the President rated 81%. And joining us tonight live by phone from Baguio City is Secretary Herminio Coloma of the President's Communications Operations Office. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Robert.
Sir, you must be very glad that in recent weeks, all the positive news favored how President Aquino is running the country. The latest survey of the SWS of business executives, the President was given high marks. Is this an indication of confidence of the business sector and their support for him?
I believe that the ratings reflect not only confidence, but trust in the President's leadership, not just on the part of the business sector, but on the part of the Filipino people as a whole. And instead of us being happy, I think what's more important is that it's the people themselves who are happy. As the President has often pointed out, kayo ang boss ko.
So what do you think are the main factors that contributed to the results of this survey?
We will all recall that the President ran a platform of kung walang korap, walang mahirap. I believe it is simply that he has delivered on that promise in concrete actions and in deeds. And the people see a tangible manifestation that we now have a new order, and that the new normal is that government is practicing good governance. Transparency, openness, and accountability of public officials is now being concretely experienced by our people in their day-to-day lives.
Sir, tomorrow the Civil Service Commission will celebrate 111 years of service to our people. Based on a report of its chairman, Dr. Francisco Duque, 61% of all departments and agencies of government are compliant with the anti-red tape law. Is this due to what the President has committed, that government will be more responsive to the needs of our people?
Evidently, there is a lot of pressure and high expectations on the part of our people. And public servants these days are very cognizant of the fact that the people are monitoring government's performance. We also have social media. There is almost real-time, instantaneous response to what government does or what government does not do. All of these factors have combined to make government more responsive, more proactive in all aspects, and this is the reason why the citizens are getting better service from their public servants.
So how important is the work of your office in informing and educating our people on what the government is doing for them? Are you confident that our people are more connected with government with the information you provide them?
One of the important aspects of our mandate that the President set forth when he created our office is to establish an infrastructure whereby government can directly communicate with the people and engage them, not just through the traditional media, but through more effective means such as the social media or the new media, the internet, mobile telephony, and social media channels such as Facebook and Twitter. All of these new channels have enabled us to achieve greater coverage and greater impact in terms of real-time delivery of key messages and information to our people. We've also been able to reach more people in a shorter time due to the advantage offered by the new media.
Sir, is there a feedback mechanism within the PCOO to get the feedback of the public, and how is this relayed to the President?
As we use the more modern channels of communication, we are able to track and monitor how many people are in fact reached by the messages that we deliver. We have also established vehicles and channels whereby we can generate feedback, because this is an essential part of the communication process. We have field offices in 68 28 out of the 80 provinces, and we maintain close links with local government officials down to the barangay level. And so there are many formal and informal channels that are being used to generate feedback, and there is constant relaying of this feedback from our field units to the President. So he's constantly kept abreast of what the public pulse is.
Sir, has the social media helped in connecting with the public in terms of giving feedback, giving their own opinions, and how is this gathered?
Well, we have opportunities in the social media channels such as Facebook, where they're able to give direct feedback to the government. Various government officials have also opened up their websites to public access. For example, the Metro Manila Development Authority has developed a new application, which is Metro Solution. And this is similar to the services that they now give in terms of traffic and, in the case of DOST, weather information. All of these are able to give our people direct access to information and also to government offices that are capable to respond to their immediate needs. And so I think we have created a new climate whereby people are now able to expect government agencies to give them real-time and prompt service.
Sir, another program which is considered as a major breakthrough with the President's reforms in the anti-fixer campaign of the civil service. Because of this, Kotong is slowly being eradicated. What is your take on this piece of good news?
This is something that requires joint efforts, not just by one agency like the civil service, but especially cooperation on the part of the citizenry. Let's keep in mind that it takes two to tango. There is no bribery if there is no one offering a bribe to the eventual bribe taker. This is a mutual act that needs to be nipped in the bud. If the citizens do not even think of giving bribes or seeking facilitation, because what they need and what they are entitled to get in terms of government services will be given to them promptly, then we would have gone a long way towards eradicating this decadent practice that has been the bane of public service.
Sir, we know to get to our goal, this is a two-way street. Sir, how should our people contribute their share to the thrust of the President to sustain his anti-corruption campaign?
We are urging our citizens to continue being vigilant, to actively participate in this campaign by asserting their rights as citizens. This is one of the innovative reforms that was introduced by the late Secretary Jesse Robredo. A citizen's charter, for example, in a local government would tell people exactly what processes are involved in getting a particular service, who is the person in charge, in what time frame will the service be delivered. So if there is any lapse, or if there is any deviation, or if there is any violation of this charter, then the people themselves can hold their public officials accountable. This is now being replicated in many government offices, especially those that are delivering frontline services. And people don't have to form long queues. For example, in the renewal and the obtaining of new passports, the Department of Foreign Affairs established consular offices in our busiest shopping centers and shopping malls. And when there is access, then there is greater transparency. And when there's greater transparency, people are able to exact or demand better service all around.
Okay, on that note, thank you very much for joining us tonight. That was Secretary Herminio Coloma of the PCCO. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.